Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the second video of the Elmhurst Hospital series, and without further ado, let's begin. So where I last left off, it was basically my first day at Elmhurst Hospital. Let's fast forward to about 4 months of me being in there. I'm just chilling in my room, everything's cool, right? It's about 11 p.m. They basically send us to bed at 10 p.m. and, we close our doors, we pretend to sleep and stuff. I'd pretend to sleep for like 30 minutes. Then after that, I would basically just like go on my 20Q or just check out my letters and stuff. And the thing is that some of the technicians and nurses would actually check the rooms. It depended on the person basically, but they would check them like every 30 minutes or so. I wasn't really there for any mental illnesses or anything, so they never checked on me. Like, I was just basically a free man at all times, which was highly lit. Anyway, so the technicians actually, the late night technicians actually come in around 11 p.m., which is interesting because like they're very different than like the late afternoon technicians. Because like late afternoon technicians, like, you didn't really want to mess with them. Like, they were authoritative figures and stuff. They were definitely cooler than the morning shift. The morning shift was just super strict for some reason. Like, it was actually annoying. So anyway, the late night shift comes in, and it's honestly just a bunch of elderly nurses. It's like 3 of them. Like, instead of having like maybe 4 or 5 technicians, it's only 3 because they just expect kids to be sleeping. Like, there's really nothing to do really. So anyway, they come in, and basically some of my next door neighbors, right, who were around my age. It turns out that everyone that participated in what's about to happen was essentially around my age. Like, it was all the older kids for sure. So anyway, this kid basically opens his door. Like, I could hear him open his door, and he just fucking screams as loud as he can, right? And then he closes it. And then basically this girl opens her door and just decides to scream as loud as she can. And no joke, it became like a chain reaction. Like, everyone that was basically older than 10 years old was just fucking opening their door and just yelling their complete dick off. Like, completely. Like, they were just going ape shit. They were going ham. It was honestly crazy. And I could tell that the nurse people did not know what the fuck to do at that point. And I wanted to get on some of the action because I'm just like, wow, like, no one told me that they're doing this. So, I opened my door and I just fucking screamed a couple of times as well, right? Like, really fucking loud. Everyone was going nuts, right? So anyway, this goes on for about an hour, right? I could tell the nurse staff is getting highly fucking pissed off at this point. Like, I remember this one Chinese nurse was like, injection, injection. Now, let me explain what injection is. Injection is basically a serum that they put, like, in your ass, basically. It's called booty juice. I didn't know this at the time, but essentially that's what it is. It's booty juice. And it's essentially like a, it just, they drug you, and basically you go to sleep. Like, it's an anesthetic, I guess, or some shit. And when I heard them threatening that, I was like, all right, fuck that shit. I'm not about to have that happen. Because I've seen it happen a couple times. Essentially what they do is they call about 6 or 7 doctors that come in. It's literally like a doctor, like, SWAT team that comes in. They usually bust the door open, like, the whole unit's on lockdown whenever it happens. And essentially they go into the kid's room, and they're just holding, like, the kid down while they get this shot and just stick it, like, on their ass. And then they just go to bed, like, on the spot. It's just really creepy. So they were threatening it, and at first everyone thought they were bluffing. Like, I knew they weren't bluffing because I was like, listen, like, if they say they're going to do this shit, they're eventually going to do it. So I closed the door, and I realized that shit's about to get fucking insane. And that's exactly what happened. So this SWAT team of fucking hospital staff comes running in, literally running in. And all of a sudden, I could tell that, like, the playful screams became, like, screams of terror because they knew they were getting fucked, like, for real. And they definitely were. So, one by one, I could just, like hear them go into the room and just, like, a whole bunch of noise and commotion. And, like, it honestly sounded like the police came in. It was crazy. And, one by one, basically, the noises became just, like, nothing, right? Like, everyone just shut the fuck up at that point. And it was, like, authoritative time. It was just crazy. And they were checking every room at that point. Like, they were not fucking skipping steps or anything. So I literally went into my bed, like, the light was already off. Like, the light's been off because I'm not stupid. But I just basically closed my eyes and I just pretended I was sleeping. And they started opening every single door in this unit. And I think what they were basically doing was, like, if anyone was awake, like, you were just getting booty juiced on the spot. And I was not about to let that happen. Like, no, fuck you, no. So anyway, everyone gets booty juiced. And the next day comes around. And I remember, like, everyone, like, basically ate breakfast together and stuff. And everyone was laughing about it. They were like, oh my God, like, we all got booty juice last night. And I remember I was like, I actually yelled and didn't get booty juiced because I actually have a brain. Like, I know you can't get away with this shit forever. So basically, right, we're all laughing about it the next day. And they have an emergency therapy meeting the next day as well because, like, they want to address just how fucking retarded we all were. And quite honestly, like, they were definitely in the right when it came to that, but, like, I just feel like they shouldn't have booty juiced us because we weren't really a danger to people. Like, we were just basically just fucking with the staff. So, that was kind of fucked up. And that's basically the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed, and just be on the lookout for the next one, all right? Peace out.